Hello, ghosties. I'm Chance Lee,
And I'm Amanda McAvoy.
and this is That's So Gothic, a movie podcast about girls, guys, and haunted houses. Amanda, don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone.
Iconic.
Are you going to meet a boy? No sex or booze.
Okay. Whoa! Maggie came to party. Let's get filthy. What you sipping on? I got you talking crazy.
Excuse me, can you buy some booze for my friends and I?
Not interested.
Please?
Hell,
Ooh, there's my girl.
this never happened, okay?
Thanks again for doing this, ma'am.
You guys want to party like rock stars? Follow me.
Let's get drunk!
The bar is open.
What do you think?
We don't know this chick.
It ain't much, but it's all you.
Cool basement.
You're free to do whatever you want down here, but nobody go upstairs.
This is so sick.
Welcome to Mars.
What?
Love Ma.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
How did she get our numbers?
You know where the party is. Those earrings are beautiful, Maggie. You got a sweet mama, huh?
Who are you with?
Just some kids from school.
You have a boyfriend. Men are dogs.
There's something off about Ma.
Seriously? She's harmless. And her basement's pretty much the best drinking spot in town.
We can't go up there. What the hell?
Thanks for these earrings.
What happened last night?
You don't remember, do you?
Are you guys mad at me for something?
I don't want to hang out at Ma's anymore.
Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone.
Max, I want you to meet someone.
Nice to meet you, Maggie.
We went to high school together.
Why's my son
You smell just like your daddy.
spending time at your house?
Hey, guys.
That bitch is crazy.
Probably something wrong with me. How does it feel to be on the outside looking in? Let's get this party turned up.
Why are you doing this?
This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Released in 2019, Ma was directed by Tate Taylor and written by Scotty Landis. It stars Juliette Lewis as Erica, a single mom moving back to her hometown, Diana Silvers as Maggie, her daughter, Missi Pyle as Mercedes, the town bitch,
Love her. Oscar-worthy performance.
and Octavia fucking Spencer as Ma, who needs no introduction. She's Ma.
She's Ma.
And this is the story of a woman plotting revenge against her high school bullies.
Mhm.
Oversimplifying a plot that's surprisingly complicated. Ma made $61 million against a $5 million budget.
Wow.
So when looking at that, it's kind of like, oh, I understand why they've recently greenlit Ma 2.
Yes. I'm excited and nervous for Ma too.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yes. Yeah. I heard Melissa McCarthy is going to be a part of it somehow.
Oh,
Like in production.
yeah,
I don't think.
they're friends now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better. I think Melissa McCarthy has good judgment. She has a 55% critical tomato and a 64% audience rating.
Wow.
And Nick Allen of RogerEbert.com gave it 2 out of 4 stars. And he said, quote, "The thrills come extra cheap and late in Tate Taylor's Ma, a horror movie torn between campiness and compassion, all while an Oscar-winning actress struggles to hold it together."
I mean, kinda. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree, but it's fun.
And I don't think campiness and compassion are mutually exclusive.
Same.
So had you seen Ma before?
I had never seen it before. I I thought it was very, I thought it was entertaining. There were like a few parts where I openly laughed out loud. I thought it was pretty great. I just love that Octavia Spencer, that's her name, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I love that she like went for it. She is so stone-faced. No, she is so serious that it like circles back to unserious.
That's a
Um,
really good way of describing it.
yes, it's she plays it so straight and I love it. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Is it like, a top movie of mine? No, but it is insanely quotable. It's fun. The teenage actors are hilariously straight up adults. Like they don't even try in this movie, I feel like, to like try to make them, more teenagey. Um, eh, yeah, I don't know.
I saw Ma in the theater when it
Oh,
first came out. Ma unfortunately suffered from having a trailer that gave away the entire fucking movie. Um,
yeah,
so all of the shocking scenes that happen at the end were literally in the trailer.
yeah.
And so I was a little bummed leaving Ma the
Mhm.
first time.
I went up to my sister-in-law after this movie and I went, "Milk has done your body good."
That was such a good line.
Such a good line. It's so good.
Yes, that was really good. So why rewatching it, it's been 6 years since Ma, and
Wow.
I appreciated it a lot more.
Mhm.
And I don't think I gave it enough props for how like audacious it is. It doesn't
Yeah.
give a fuck at
Yeah.
all, and I really admired that.
Yeah. That is a very good way of putting it. It really does not, uh yeah, it doesn't I wouldn't say it's necessarily surprising. Like you said, a lot of it was given away in the trailers, and even if that wasn't true, it's like a semi-predictable movie, but I think the tone of it is very unpredictable. There's a couple of scenes where it's so unexpectedly serious. Um, I it's shocking in how se God, how do I phrase this? Like, not how seriously it takes itself, if anything, the opposite. Um, I don't know. It was it I will say I was unexpectedly entertained. I guess that's a good way to put it. I thought that there would actually be boring parts to it, but it's
Mm,
pretty nonstop the whole time, and it's relatively short. I think it's like an hour
yeah.
40. Yeah.
It's a good length, and that's right too, even though I had seen it and
Mm,
remembered a solid bit of it, um, I I really liked watching it again. It was fun to
yeah,
watch again.
yeah.
Well, let's talk about the cast and crew behind
Mhm.
this, camp classic. We welcome Juliette Lewis back to the podcast. She
Yes.
was, like, a teenager when we last saw her in Cape Fear,
Yeah,
and now she's a mom.
she's a mom. It's really full circle. It's kinda beautiful.
She is kinda like the straight man in this movie, but she's
Mm,
really, really good in it. I don't know,
she
she's really
is.
good. There's, like, a
She plays
depth to a character that shouldn't have any depth to it.
Yes, she plays a struggling single mom very well. Um, like, I can think of, like, a couple of scenes where she just plays it so well, like the scene where, um, she's waitressing at this casino and she, is sort of confronted by Missy Pyle's bitchy character, and yeah, like you said, the way she handles it, it's such a short, sort of unimportant scene in the grand scope of things, but Juliette Lewis, like, just plays it so well. She adds so much depth. I love her.
Yeah, she's great, and she makes I do really like the mother-daughter relationship in this.
Mhm.
Like, the mom is very caring, but she's
Yes.
also the mom. Like, she
Yes.
sets boundaries, and her
I think
daughter's
it's very
actions have
realistic.
consequences, and,
Yeah.
I don't know, they have a really nice relationship that's
Mhm.
enhanced by her performance.
Yes, yeah. I think it's realistic. It doesn't go one way or the other. It's not, the mom character is flitting in and out and totally careless and doesn't care what her daughter does, but it's also not like this strict, only rules household. I think they played that very well.
As you already mentioned, we also have Missy Pyle. I I was glad I always want more Missy Pyle. So that was
Yes.
another disappointment the first time I saw Ma, but I
Mhm.
knew the exact quantity of Missy Pyle to expect this time, and so I got to savor it.
Yes. Yeah, right. I agree. I could always go for more Missy Pyle. She Like, I almost feel bad. She seems like she's kinda typecast as the mean girl, but she just does it so well. She does
I
it
know.
so good. I love her.
We love Missy Pyle and Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Her iconic little flipped out hair. She just does not give a fuck attitude. I love her.
Do you want to go to the continent? Fancy a snog?
It's so
Oh,
good. Yeah.
she's an icon.
Mhm.
We also have someone who is very hot and very gay, but I don't know much about him, and that's Luke Evans.
I always forget he's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think is he the one who recently came out with, like, a biography? Um, and I was really interested in it because he's just someone I don't know anything about. Um, is he a famous brother? Why do I feel like he is? Yeah, again,
Know so little about him. I just kinda looked at his filmography, and I was like, "Have
mm,
I seen him in anything else?
yeah,
Who? How? What?
right.
When?"
Yes, okay, he wrote an autobiography, My
Oh,
Unexpected Journey. So I wish I had read that before this. I would love to give some Luke Evans factoids. He's great in this. I didn't know he was British, apparently.
oh, me neither.
Yeah, apparently he's British. He grew up in a quaint Welsh mining village.
Wow, you can't get more
Okay.
British than that.
Right. He nailed it. Yeah, he's great.
I think I for a while, got him confused with the guy who's Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat movie. What's his name?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and that is
I feel
very
like
fair.
they would compete for the same roles.
Yeah, that is very, very fair. That's so funny. I cannot remember that guy's name, but he's done like a bunch of the
Same.
like comic book action. Like was he in Doom?
Not a
I
clue.
have no idea.
I know
Yeah.
these are guys I don't know how I know they exist, but I do.
Yes, they just do. They're just like there somehow. And I feel like they do a good job when they show up,
Oh, yeah.
but I will say there's a moment in this movie where you see Keen,
Oh,
where you
yes.
see quite a solid amount of flesh, and I was cooketh. I was not expecting that in Ma. And I just want to commend Luke Evans for that. He again committed to the bit. He gave the audience what they wanted.
My guess
Thank
is
you.
that it's a prosthetic, because
Mm,
there's
really?
so many prosthetic dicks laying around Hollywood, like, they're
Really?
always fake.
Oh,
And
I didn't
and
know
he's got
that.
the towel on, so, like,
Yeah.
there's
Wow, you
some
really
I
pulled
kn
back the curtain for
I
me.
know, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, as long as the actors are comfortable, but now I'm like, "Oh, I thought it was Peen." I felt like a pervert. I rewound the movie because I was like, "Did they just show, like, some fleshy bit?" And they did.
They showed more than I thought they did. I don't know
Yeah.
if the theater that I saw it in, if, like, someone's
Mm,
head was in front of me, or, like, it was really
yeah.
dimly lit. Because I remember in the
Right.
theater thinking, "Oh, what?" Like, did
Yeah,
I like, I
right.
kinda was like, "What did I just see?" But And maybe because I knew it was coming, but it was like, oh no, Octavia Spencer's got a whole fistful of this dong that she's
Yeah.
ready for. But also in my mind, she cut it off. So I
Yeah.
misremembered that scene
Interesting.
pretty hard. She only threatens to.
Yeah. Yeah. Very spookily.
We have someone who I definitely know exists,
Mhm.
and that's Allison Janney,
Oh,
who is serving cunt in this movie. She's so fucking funny in this
she's
movie.
so good. I cannot believe that she is, like, randomly regulated to this B character, like, barely has any screen time, but every time she's there, she's stealing the show.
Uh-huh.
I love her so much. So I recently, unrelated to Ma, I watched Drop, which is another Blumhouse movie that came out relatively recently, um, and there's a really great joke in it about Allison Janney, which leads me to believe that that movie is part of the Ma cinematic universe. And they also
Okay.
feature the line, "Don't make me drink alone."
They're hyping us up for it.
Ma cinematic universe.
Like they must have known Ma 2 was gonna happen when they were filming Drop.
Yes. Yeah, they were like, "We need a way to mention Allison Janney."
She's just so mean.
She's so
Um
she's mean, but also, like, she's kind of understanding. Like, Ma is like there's this great part where she's standing at the window watching, I think it's Juliette Lewis's character walks away, and it's just, like, this really intense, like, horror movie scene where it's just, like, she's, like, intensely staring at her through the window, and the vet's office phone is ringing, and Allison Janney comes out and is like, "Damn it, Sue Ann, are you gonna answer the phone?"
I know Ma's a terrible employee.
She's full. She's on her phone
Put
constantly.
the phone down and shave that dog.
She sucks. She should be fired.
Yeah. I mean, she's going through a distracted. We all get distracted at work.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Mas
I
these days on their phone.
it often is the Ma's on their phone
It is, it
more
really
than the
is.
younger generation.
Oh, 100%.
The younger generation in this movie, the Roger Ebert critic Nick Allen called them quote an amorphous blob, and I would agree. I don't know who
Fair.
any of these kids are
That's
or their
fair.
personality traits.
It took me, like, a solid part of the movie, like, I think until he asks her out to realize that, like, the 2 white boys in the group were 2 different people.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. It took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, none of they don't really other than yeah, they have nothing to do.
Mm-mm. No. Yeah.
Saving the best for last in our cast, of course, our queen, Octavia Spencer.
She's so good.
What is there to say?
She's so good. So I read because I've been thinking about it for days. Like, because I started watching Ma, like, 2 days ago or something, and I finished it yesterday. So, after I started watching it, all I could think about was, like, how did they get her to take this role? Like,
Hmm.
genuinely, like, not even in, like, a, hypothetical, like, making fun of the movie way. Like, genuinely, what was it that made her take this role? And I actually read that it was kind of her like, she almost sought out this because
Mhm.
she had talked to I can't remember who it was, I think maybe the director of the movie or someone, um, talking about how she was so frustrated with getting constantly typecast in the same
Mm.
roles, like, after The Help, and she just
Mhm.
wanted to do something, I think she described it, "fucked up," and this came across her desk, and she was like, "Yep, that's what I wanna do." So, like, the whole time I'm like, "Did they, you know, tell her it was going to be like a, like a cult classic? Like, how did they sell her on this?"
Right.
But honestly, it seems like she kinda sold herself, like, she was just so sick of being offered the same roles. She was like, "I wanna do something fun and fucked up and act like an insane person.
I think she just wanted, yeah, to have a good time.
Yeah.
And her and the director go like way back. Like they knew each
Yeah.
other before The Help.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't know that about that.
yeah, I don't know if they so he's from Jackson, Mississippi, and
Mm,
she's from Montgomery, Alabama.
mm.
So I don't know if they knew each other before pre-Hollywood. Like I don't know how far they go back. And then he knows Missy Pyle too. I think pre at fame.
Wow.
She's from Houston. She's in his first movie, which I've never seen. She's the lead.
And
Um,
do you remember the
Miss
name?
I can't remember, but if you look up his filmography, it's
Yeah.
his first movie, and I think it's the only movie she's a lead in. Um,
Yeah, she's usually relegated to side characters.
yeah, so I have been curious to see that. And then he became besties with Jessica Chastain on The Help, I think, and they did a movie
Oh,
together as well, where she's like a spy. I don't know. He's like a critically reviled director. Um,
really?
yeah, no one really likes him, and I don't think he's a good director, but I
Mm,
think he's probably a very nice person,
right.
and he's a good actors director because I think he lets the actors take charge,
Mm,
um, and kind of lets them do what they want and chooses good actors. So and there is a skill to that. And I think that's
yeah.
why they want to work with him, even though they kind of know the movie's probably going to be a critical failure.
Mhm.
They get to have a good time,
Yeah, yeah.
which I think counts for a lot.
Honestly, I would take that over, like, a critical darling pretty much any day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Octavia Spencer, I was a big fan of hers. I first saw her on Ugly Betty in like 2008 or something. I forget
Yeah.
when Ugly Betty was. And she played this psycho who is in love with Betty's dad. And I don't
Sounds
know.
pretty similar to this.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
And then she's in the background of Drag Me to Hell. Um, I
Is
think
she?
I think all of her scenes got cut. So she doesn't have a
Ah,
single speaking line
okay.
in the actual cut of the movie, but you see
Yeah.
her in the background. She works at the bank. Um,
Interesting.
she's in the background a lot. And then she read the Help audiobook,
Oh,
um, and then was cast in the movie. And that kind of catapulted her
interesting.
to fame. But I feel like Octavia Spencer and I go way back. You mentioned that Melissa McCarthy might be a producer on Matu.
Mm,
They
something,
did
yeah.
a comedy together where they're both superheroes. Did you see that
Oh,
movie?
oh, I
I
didn't
thought it
know
was
this.
funny. It was on Netflix. It was a direct to Netflix movie.
Oh,
Everyone really hated it for some reason. I
really?
liked it.
Yeah, interesting. I don't even remember. Was that like a pandemic movie?
It was.
Yeah, I think I missed a lot of those. Huh.
So that one's fun if you want like a fun comedy.
Yeah, I think Octavia Spencer has really good comedic chops. And I think that's what makes this performance even better because she could have taken it more funny, but she was like, "No, I am going to put my Oscar-winning acting talents to use here,
Yes.
and I'm committing."
Yes. And that's why
So,
the movies like this are good because if the concept is ridiculous, but
mhm.
it's grounded in reality for those characters,
Yes,
that's what makes it work.
exactly.
Ah, she's so good, and she's
Mhm.
got range. She
Yes.
gets stabbed to death in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 in like the first 5 minutes as
Oh,
well.
oh, wow. She's such an enigma.
She did a lot. She was just, I think, she'd take any role she could before she,
Yeah,
won an Oscar and then
right.
got her
Well, it
choice.
seems like maybe she really just genuinely likes acting and
Yeah.
being on a set. Like and she has fun with it.
Yeah. And she's so good.
She's so good.
Well, let's talk about the gothic elements of Ma. For our gothic films, we have four elements: a
Mhm.
girl, a guy, a house and a haunt. There's an angle I could see with this that we actually
Mm.
involves a character we haven't even brought up yet.
Oh.
But I'm curious what your thoughts are on our gothic girl of Ma.
I mean, I think the obvious choice is the young teenage daughter. Um, she is resourceful. I think she's actually makes some pretty good decisions. She seems to have a good head on her shoulders, but she's also at the same time plays a teenage girl. So
Mhm.
like she makes some dumb decisions, but like dumb decisions I would expect a teenager to make.
I would have
Like
made the same dumb decisions. Yes.
exactly, exactly. Like it wasn't like, "Oh, you dumbass, why would you do that?" It was like, "Oh, I remember. I remember
Mhm.
why I would do that." Um, I really like there's a part where Octavia Spencer, when Ma, uh, like says something, basically yells at her for staring at her with her big doe eyes, um, with the teenage girl's doe eyes. And I think that, that's an aspect we haven't really talked about with the gothic girl, is they tend to have very, like, innocent wide eyes,
That's
and she
true.
definitely has that. So, that would be, I guess, my semi-obvious pick for girl. Do you have a different opinion on that, or
I have a different take, but let's
okay,
follow yours because I think mine's
okay,
gonna be on a different mine
a
will be on a
totally different
parallel
tangent.
path, and
Okay.
the twixt shall not meet. I don't know.
Okay.
Is that a
Yes.
phrase?
Yes.
So who in this scenario, and I agree with you. I do think
Yep.
the daughter who's has a name, Maggie.
Maggie, that's right. Yes.
So would that make the guy Ma?
I guess, like, down this train of thought, I think it
Mhm.
would. Um, and I'm kind of assuming that your train of thought is going because I do believe Ma was a victim of something horrific, and I'm sure we will
Yeah.
get into that. Or, not get too into it because um this movie does a really good job of making you sympathize, I think, with Ma, especially towards the
Mhm.
end. Um, I think where it really becomes this she's the guy in the sense of, um, inflicting pain on someone innocent is she's targeting the children of the people
Yeah.
who have done something to her. Um, so she would be like an interesting guy. We've had guys before who haven't been just 100% morally bad. Um, and she definitely has motivations for her actions. Um, but she does, I mean, she literally lures teenagers to her home.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said mine is completely different and never the two shall
Mm,
meet, but they've met already because
mm.
the guy would be Ma in my scenario as well.
Oh, okay.
And the girl is Ma's daughter. Um,
Oh,
she has
yes.
we find out she has a daughter who
Mhm.
I did not know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard was when I saw Ma the first time. But this
Really?
time I was like, there's a lot of shades of Gypsy
Yes.
Rose in this, with
Right.
Ma's daughter being kept in a wheelchair and being
Mhm.
drugged and being lied to. The
Yeah.
Ma with the way it differs, I feel like just again, I only know Gypsy Rose's perspective on her
Yeah.
story, and her mother was a complete psychopath who really wanted attention.
Yes.
And with Ma, it comes from this place of fear where
Yeah.
she was so relentlessly bullied in high school, being tricked into a humiliating situation by these people, that it's her defense mechanism that's turned sour of her trying to protect her daughter.
Yes. I'm really glad you brought that up because I hadn't thought of that aspect of it, and I thought it was kind of a unnecessary plot point, but you talking about how because in my mind, when I first watched it, I think I maybe had a reaction that I think maybe a lot of people did, which was, "Why is she hurting her daughter when she had been hurt so much as a teenage girl?"
Mhm.
But now I didn't even think of it in terms of she was doing it to protect her daughter, to keep her out of school, to keep her safe. Ma is literally doing the opposite of she doesn't want attention. She doesn't even want people to know that she has this daughter.
Mhm.
Um, that is a really good point.
Did we ever learn who the dad is?
No, I don't think so.
I wonder if that'll be part of the sequel.
Ooh, maybe.
Because this movie does kind of, I mean, you assume Ma perishes in this raging house fire,
Mm,
but we don't actually see that happen. So, like, I mean,
no.
Ma 2 could be a prequel, it could be a sequel, it could be
Yeah.
Ma in space. Like, I have no idea. I hope
Oh,
we
I
get
hope it's
enough.
Ma in space.
We need a franchise. I want 7, 8 of these movies.
Yes.
And by the time we get to 8, yeah, Ma's on one of those like Elon Musk rocket ships.
Yes. Again, I want the Ma cinematic universe. I'm gonna go back and watch all of these Blumhouse movies, which I really don't wanna do, but I will, because I'm going to tie them all into the Ma cinematic universe.
Into the Moss. I
I
agree.
I think we have a not just a contender, a winner in the MCU title champion. It
Yeah,
should be Ma.
for sure. This is
Yeah,
my MCU, the
this is
MOCU.
this is
Yes.
the Ma CU.
Yes, this is mine.
I love it.
So we probably have the same house, which is Ma's
Mhm.
house.
Yeah.
I unfortunately I couldn't find anything on Ma's house. I'm assuming it was a real exterior.
Mm,
They did some filming in Natchez, Mississippi,
okay.
which is really it's a very interesting Natchez is an interesting community. I've been to Natchez.
Oh,
Um it's very it's very south and that there's,
yeah.
some rich probably descendants of slave owners, live
Yes.
there in big houses and there's like abject poverty.
Yeah.
And I had a
Interesting.
friend who I've since lost touch with, but who was an art teacher in Natchez public schools.
Oh,
What an experience when she would share what was happening, just in the
really?
school system. But Natchez is an interesting community, and there's a sign at the early part of the movie when Juliette Lewis and them move in
Mhm.
that says Natchez Trace Parkway, which
Hmm.
I've driven the Natchez Trace Parkway so many times.
Really?
It's one of the I forget what it has some sort of distinction for being maybe
Ooh.
one of the longest first like interstates, maybe
Oh,
because it
okay.
goes from Natchez to maybe Nashville, maybe even
Oh,
into
wow.
Kentucky. But when I lived in Tupelo, Mississippi, the Natchez Trace goes through Tupelo.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
And a couple of I guess um the veterinarian's
Mm,
office is an actual vet's office in
really?
Natchez, and the liquor store where Ma and Juliette
Yeah.
Lewis get into it is an actual Natchez liquor store.
Oh, that's so fun.
And the house, I'm assuming it's an actual it gives very rural South vibes to me,
Yes.
where it's set back. She
Mhm.
has a lot of land that's mostly wild.
Yeah.
There's almost like a little ring in the
Yep.
trees, and the house is very private. There's so many houses like that in the rural
Really?
South. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming that at least the exterior was a real house somewhere.
Yeah, it appeared very real. I was never taken out of the movie thinking it was a soundstage or anything like that. It looks
Mhm.
like a very, typical house too, like the way that it's the inside and the basement. It's not decorated to be one way or the other, super creepy or like super
Mhm.
sterile. Like it looks like just a very normal house.
Yep. And this is unrelated to the Gothic part, but I really liked
Mhm.
the little apartment that Juliette Lewis and the daughter lived in. That
Mm,
also felt very real
yeah,
for single mom,
right,
struggling, one income, living in this little apartment. Like I don't know. I feel like I've been in apartments like that in the South. Like
right.
I really liked that. And when do we get a movie that's set in Mississippi?
Yeah, right. I know. Did it bother you at all that no one had accents though?
I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
Um, and so I guess not.
yeah.
Yeah, we needed Park Overall to show up. She'll bring the accent.
Yes,
Um,
honestly.
but yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, I almost wish that they had committed and done some accents.
Yeah, I wonder if that's one of the reasons why they have the character like because they're coming from California or something. I feel like
Something like
they're
that.
like we've got to have her move back. So
Yes, yes,
maybe Juliette Lewis is like, I'll do this, but I can't do a Southern accent. And they're like,
cannot
okay,
do it.
we'll have you
Yeah,
be from you moved to California for 20 years.
right, yeah, yeah. Your
She's
daughter
like,
was
great,
born there,
I'm
raised
in.
there, she has nothing. Yeah,
I'm in.
yeah.
uh, and then we have our haunt,
Mhm.
which I don't know. I thought it could be bullying.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I again read something about how the original script that, like, came across Octavia Spencer's desk didn't have really any backstory on Ma, and
Mm,
they were like, "It just won't work, like, we need some sympathy for the character."
hmm.
Um, and boy, oh boy, did they did it because I do not feel bad. I think that all of the adults should have been put to death.
Yes.
Like, I mean, no, no, they should be put to death. Even though they were teenagers, at least 20 years prison. They shouldn't be allowed to enjoy their 20s. I think
No, I was just they were relentless
they
too.
were relentless, and what they did was really horrible and really humiliating. And, um, you know, I really felt for Ma. Like, that was really sad.
It was really sad, and it does make it really satisfying when she just guns the gas and mows down Missy Pyle while she's out for a run.
That was the part I laughed so loud at
That
that
was
my
so good.
sister-in-law came in and was like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, I rewound it and showed her, and she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" It's so good.
It's really good,
Yeah, and that
and
was
it
the
comes out
moment
of
too comes
nowhere.
out of nowhere, and that was the moment too where I really was like, "Oh, this is kind of a gross movie." Like, it shows her, like, rolling under the trunk, which is what really got me. She goes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the camera pans to her, and she's dead in the
Oh, yeah.
road, all bloodied up. Um, yeah, I mean, by no means is this, a Saw movie, something super gory and disgusting, but m more than I was expecting.
Right, she sews that one girl's mouth up, which is really
Yeah,
gross and good, and she
yes.
burns the hot boy with an iron.
Yes, that part really got me. I was like, "Ooh, I felt that."
That was gross, and the when she just again, no lead up, out of nowhere, when she says to the black kid, "There's only room for one they only have room for one of us," and she paints him white. Like, it's just insane.
Wild, so weird.
And then she
Um,
poses for a picture, and it's just like,
oh,
this really is iconic. That's when I realized
it
I
is.
didn't appreciate how demented the movie was.
Yes, yeah, I love when she's posing for the pictures. She literally looks like Jesus at the Last Supper. She's, like, just so casually draped over I it's so good.
I think we have at least one bonus gothic,
Mm,
and that is Romantic Rival.
I was afraid you were gonna say it.
For that little boy that's the boyfriend,
Uh,
he's gotta choose between Maggie and Ma, like, I
oh,
think he does kinda like it.
I think so too. I think he's having a fun time with it. Yeah.
And I also too, they show, like, Ma and him making out, like, I'm like, "Yes,"
Yes.
like, they go for it.
And I will say, I said at the top, like, that, the teenagers in this movie, most of them do look like they're in their 20s. I feel like he's the one who looks like a child. Like, he looks the youngest out of all of them. So, I don't know how old he was when this movie was filmed, but, like, he has a baby face. Like, it's gross.
I had to look him up because I was like, "He's really cute. How old is he? Oh,
Yeah.
no." And he was at least 18 when
Okay.
filming the movie, but
Okay.
no older than 20.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
he has a weird name. His name is Corey Fogelmanis, and
Ooh.
he was also in Girl Meets World,
Oh, okay.
which I never watched.
Has Sabrina Carpenter in it. It's
I
the only
just
reason I
learned
know.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, from CBS Sunday Morning. They reran an interview with Sabrina Carpenter. I've seen
Stop
it
it.
twice now.
Wow. They are carpenters.
But I must have checked out when they mentioned, or I don't know if when they re-air it, if they put in different
Mm. Oh,
segments,
maybe they do like a
but
different, yeah.
I didn't remember her being on Girl Meets World.
Yeah. Yeah. I never watched it, but for some reason that piece of trivia has stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, he is a little baby, and so he's Luke Evans' son, which is
Yes.
what draws Ma, because then there's also kind of a romantic rival with against Missy Pyle, and because she kind of still has it a little bit for Luke Evans, but like in a
Mhm.
very um trauma informed way.
Yep.
Like, yeah, so there's some jealousy there. Um, yeah.
Well, with all this in mind, we kind of have it's instead of a parallel lines, it's like a Y. It's like a letter Y. They're
Mm,
mostly the
it
same.
is.
But taking all that into consideration, do you think Ma is gothic? Is she gothish or is she no gothic?
This one's really hard. I don't know. I want to say maybe goth-ish. I'm interested to know if you have a strong opinion one way or the other, because like this is
That
one of those ones that's hard for me.
that's where I landed as well. I landed
Yeah,
with goth-ish.
right.
I was tempted to lean a little more into the gothic, but
Mm,
even when we talk about our southern gothic, it
mm,
doesn't quite fit those tropes either.
yeah, right.
There
I
is
will say,
something just in generally gothic about
yeah,
the South, and
yes.
I don't know, maybe if the house was a little more
Mm,
decrepit or a little more like, I don't know, falling
right.
apart, then
Yeah.
it would be
It's
different, but
right. It's hard though, because then like I feel like it would be too on the nose, because I think part of the reason why I don't blame the teenagers for, showing up to Ma's house is because it looks like just a normal house.
that's true.
So I think there's a lot of aspects of this movie that could have been changed to make it more gothic, but I don't think necessarily they should have been.
I agree.
Yeah. But I will say something I really appreciate about this movie is a lot of basically the peak of the movie, the action, most of the violence happens in the very early morning, like during the daytime.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I just really liked that. Um, we don't a lot of the things we talk about happen at night in the creepy dark, and there was something really refreshing about seeing all of this happening in the daytime light.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, like, imagine, like, one of the scenes, when the cop comes to the door and knocks on the door and is, asking about the cars and whatever. Like, if that had happened at night, it might have been more creepy, more of that horror feeling, but it felt very realistic happening during the day.
Mhm.
Um, I just really appreciated it.
Yeah, it's Mississippi in the daytime. We never
Yeah,
see that.
right, it was like a beautiful, partly cloudy day. Great.
I love it.
I love it. Thank you.
Well, are there any memorable scenes that we haven't discussed that you wanted to talk about?
There's so many. I think my favorite part of this whole movie was when Ma is sitting at the nail salon getting a pedicure, and she's watching all the girls' like Snapchat story or whatever social media they're using, and she has it on full volume. And the old lady next to her goes, "Do you mind?" And Octavia's answer just again 100% straight, no, no comedy, no anything. Just goes, oh my God, I can't remember exactly the line, but she says something like, "Keep it to yourself, old woman." Um, and I cannot tell you how much I love that scene, because I have seen that scene countless times at the library where a patron is watching something full volume on their phone and another patron goes, "Would you mind turning that down?" And the other patron flips out. Um, so that scene like meant a lot to me. I felt very
Mm,
seen.
Yeah.
I felt very vindicated by that scene. Um, and again, it's just such an example of just like insanely quotable, insanely over the top. Why did that scene have to happen at a nail salon? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's like those little decisions that I feel like really made this movie.
It has a lot of flavor, Ma.
It does. Yeah, there's really not a lot of um well, what do I like, I think of it as like standing and talking scenes, just two characters just standing and talking.
Mhm.
There's actually not a lot of those. There's usually something else happening. They're in some place that's kind of interesting. There's some, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's like a dynamic sense to this movie.
I think that's why it's so watchable.
Yeah, right.
Ma's
Do you
got
have any
layers.
Yeah, it's got so many layers. It's very deep. It's actually quite a beautiful commentary. It's
It's a
actually
meditation on loneliness and revenge.
gorgeous. Do you have any favorite scenes?
I could just quote the movie
I
for
know.
another 20 minutes, but I'll spare everyone.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. I love when they get Ma to dance. Um, she does the robot and she goes, "Wind me up, Daryl."
That's
Her name is, "Wind me up."
oh my god.
He comes over and talks. It's so good.
I would party at Ma's.
Like, see, that's the thing is I was doing shit like this as a teenager. I was going to bad places to feel like I had my own space with my friends.
Mhm.
Um, I I love the random addition of the character who would fall asleep at parties so that she didn't have to drink.
Yes.
Again,
Oh,
so
yeah.
unnecessary.
And she ends up in the climax of the movie too, which is really funny.
Like, it's so good. There's again just so many little things. I feel like they made this movie like they almost did set out to make it a cult classic.
It's like a funfetti cake.
Yeah.
There's lots of fun little bits in it. They're just thrown
Mhm.
in there, but they're
Yes.
tasty.
Yes, exactly. It's a fun movie.
Well, what else have you been enjoying, Amanda?
I don't have a lot. I don't feel like I have anything to really talk about. I've been watching a lot of X-Files and playing a lot of, I like to call them my divorced mom games, like the games on your phone. That's like basically like Candy Crush.
Okay,
Um,
yep.
that's what my days have been looking like. So I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I will save a big review for the next episode, but I am about 75% of the way through the M. Night Shyamalan, Nicholas Sparks books. And I will tell you, I'm liking it. Uh, so I did
I'm
get it
so excited.
pre-pub through NetGalley. So thank you so much, NetGalley. I'm not kidding. I screamed when I got approved. I
I'm so excited.
screamed. Um, so I am very excited. Maybe I'll try to finish it tonight. But I will definitely finish it before the next episode because it is very engaging. It's very fast-paced. It's a quick read,
Oh,
except I
good.
just take forever to read.
I can't wait for your full review.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. So what have you been up to listening to, reading, cooking, etc.?
Same thing, not
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
Although I'm glad you mentioned cooking. I
Ooh,
recently made a pistachio sesame Rice Krispie treat
what?
that might be the best thing I've ever made.
That sounds incredible.
It's a New York Times cooking recipe. If you Google pistachio halva Rice Krispie treat,
Huh.
I started just calling it pistachio sesame because a lot of people didn't know what halva was. Whenever I would
Mm,
mention it, and saying sesame just simplifies things.
yeah.
But it also has sesame butter. You can use any nut butter, and so I use tahini. Um,
Ooh,
and it's like the Rice Krispie treat you remember as a kid, but
yeah.
with like a sophisticated Mediterranean dessert
Mm,
flavor.
that sounds so good because have you gotten onto the um Dubai chocolate side of the internet yet?
I There's a store in one of our local malls
Mhm.
called Showcase, which
Oh.
seems to just be shit that's popular on TikTok. And they had a poster
Oh,
that said
yeah.
Dubai chocolate. And I walked by. I said,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Okay, good for
all
you.
I know about.
Okay. Well, it's made so I tried a version that it was really, really good, and I wish I could remember the bakery. I almost feel like I've talked about this before on the podcast. But, they were selling it at uh, essentially a farmer's market in the town of Billerica, Massachusetts. So if you sold a Dubai chocolate bar at a farmer's market, please comment. But it was really good, and because what I loved about it is it's made with pistachio butter. Um, it's so good. It's usually expensive. I mean, I think the bar I bought was, like, upwards of $20 for a candy bar. So, it's
Wow.
absurd, but I think it's worth trying.
Okay.
Um, but the Rice Krispie treat reminds me of that, and I might have to try that. That sounds so good because
I'll
I
save you
love
one if I
love
make one in a
yeah.
reasonable time before we see each other in person.
Do you bake those? I always forget with Rice Krispies.
No, so you
Oh,
you
that's
melt
even
the
better.
butter and the
Uh-huh.
marshmallows and everything on the stove top, and
Right.
then you pour the cereal in, and then with this you add crumbled halva
Uh-huh.
and pistachios, and then you
Yeah.
just mix it until it's as consistent as you can get it, and then you
Uh-huh.
just press it into a pan,
Right.
and you
Oh,
let
see,
it cool for like 4 hours.
that's perfect for the summer because I do
Yeah.
not want to bake.
And it once the marshmallows start melting, like,
Mhm.
it just turns so fast, and you just mix it up,
Mm.
so you don't even have to have the stove on that much.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mhm. Highly
I might have to try
recommend.
to make this.
Yeah, New York Times, Google New York Times, pistachio Rice Krispie
Rice
treat.
Krispie. Ooh, I will. Thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Ghosties, for listening to us break down Don't Make Me Drink Alone, It's Ma. Please subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe so you'll know when Mod 2 comes out. We'll talk about that. You can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and share us with a friend. Until next time, stay ghosty. Boo bye.
Bye.